I joined the Royal Air Force on 16th of December 1980, and while I was there I was working on ejection seats, small arms, large aircraft guns, and I also learned to fly an aeroplane and how to fly gliders. And I just wanted to share some ideas with you with the experience that I have on ejection seats and flying a plane of what might have happened to the aircraft and the Snowbirds on that crash in Kamloops. Ejection seats. This is a Mark 10 ejection seat, Martin-Baker style, fitted to the Tornado IDS aircraft. And they're basically designed to get you out of an aircraft traveling at high speeds.
But today, when streamlined design has restricted cockpit size, when aircraft speeds of 300 and 400 miles an hour are commonplace, it is very different.
Here you have the ejection with just the ejection gun. And as you can see, not much height and not much time for the parachute to open. Here you have the rocket pack engaging, and you gain a lot more height, which gives a lot more time for that parachute to open and save the pilot. So 0 to 100 miles per hour in 4 seconds. Here you see the ejection in slow motion. Here I've just taken a short clip from the takeoff procedure of the Snowbirds. And as you can see with the rollout and the rotation, there's not a lot of time happening between taking off, getting your gear up, flaps up, and then all of a sudden he lost power and had to do something about it. And the procedure is to climb high and try to sort out the problem. So they were taking off, and if you heard a loud popping sound there, and he had to climb up high and to the left to avoid the residential area down below. As you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, that's the ejection seats that they have, no rocket packs.
Residential home, sparking a fire in the town of some 90,000 people.
All pilots learn to do a brief before takeoff, so that in the event of an emergency, that they don't have to think about what they have to do, they automatically react and follow procedures. So this is what I think the pilot did. As soon as his engine lost power, he had to use that energy and climb to altitude to see if he could resolve his problem. He knew there was a residential area down below, so he was trying to avoid that also. And while gaining altitude, I think the wing over stalled with the wing and went into a spin. And of course then he would have to wait until the aircraft was upright before pulling the ejection handle. By the time the aircraft got to an upright position, it lost more altitude. And this seat needs to have at least some height for that parachute to open and for the pilot to get at least one swing in to save their lives. There wasn't enough time for this, and it was unfortunate. Of course, there is a delay between the two ejections, and it didn't take much for the second seat to not have enough height for that parachute to deploy.
And finally, we share her loss with the Canadian Forces Snowbirds, 431 Air Demonstration Squadron, a team that she proudly served in a job she truly loved.
Our show is more graceful, and a lot of our formation changes happen right in front of the crowd, whereas a lot of the other demo teams are off stage left or right when they have to do those repositions. We're very proud of the fact, and we actually try to highlight a lot of our station changes as part of our show.
The CT-114 are dated aircraft, but I sincerely hope that they will continue to fly and entertain us in the future. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe.